look at shifting a graph horizontally, shifting it to the left or to the right. To graph f of x plus c, we're going to shift the graph of f of x left by c units. To graph f of x minus c, we're going to shift the graph of f of x right by c units. So this actually goes backwards from what we expect. Adding a number to x will shift to the left, but subtracting a number from x will shift to the right. Let's look at the function f of x equal to x minus 2 squared. For this, we're going to start with the graph of x squared. And since we're subtracting 2 and horizontal shifts are backwards from what we'll expect, we're going to shift right by 2 units. Here I have a graph. This orange graph here, this is the graph of x squared. And I took every point and moved it right by 2 units to get my new blue graph. And this is the graph of x minus 2 squared. Let's look at f of x equal to x plus 3 squared. We're actually going to start with the graph of x squared once again. And this time, since we're adding, we're going to shift left by 3 units. Because once again, horizontal shifts are backwards from what we expect. Here, my orange graph is the graph of x squared, and then we shift everything to the left by 3 units. Each point shifts to the left by 3 units to get my new blue graph, which is the graph of x plus 3 squared. Let's look at f of x equal to the square root of x plus 2 minus 3. In this case, the graph we're going to start with is going to be the graph of the square root of x. The first thing I do to this x is add 2 according to my order of operations. In adding 2 to an x is going to shift my graph left by 2 units. After that, I subtract 3 from the square root. The 2 was underneath the square root, which told me it was a horizontal shift, but the 3 is not. That tells me this is going to be a vertical shift. Since we're subtracting, we're going to shift down by 3 units. Here, I'm going to start with the graph of the square root of x. And the first thing I'm going to do is shift left by 2 units. So each point will shift to the left by a total of 2 units for my new graph of the square root of x plus 2. We're then going to take that graph and shift everything down by 3 units. And when we do, we'll get our final graph. And down here, once we shift that graph down, we'll have our graph of the square root of x plus 2 minus 3.
If you would like to see Professor Pierce make more videos like this one, you can support her on Patreon in the link below. Any and all support means a lot to her. It allows her not only to make more videos, but it also allows her to campaign for free and accessible online education to conferences and other universities. Thank you for watching, and remember, math is for everyone.